Two.
I was ready for you to be like, welcome.
Welcome to the Off the Sticks podcast, hosted by yours truly. And joining us every week is fucking
Smurfy Kirby.
yeah. Dude.
I don't know what he's doing back there. He's all curled up in a
Oh man,
ball.
that's going in. I'm putting that as the intro. But welcome back to the podcast.
I was just waiting, and I was like, he's gonna say it. It's like I have to look like a dumbass behind that.
Oh my god. Oh, that was good. Starting off with a fastball this week. So
yeah, it's been one of those type of days.
it is definitely one of those type of days. So guys,
How's your day been? How's your week been?
you know, my day's been pretty fucking good. I've just been watching a lot of Dragon Ball, honestly. My week, even better. Honestly, phenomenal week. Been working on a lot of shit. And very proud of it. I still need to beat Hogwarts, which that I'm kind of beating myself up over, but I'm reaching a lot of physical goals and I'm doing a couple other things behind the scenes that's like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we've talked, we've talked off stream and like we've shown it to a couple people and like, we're kind of like, yeah, that's all I'll really say.
Well, I think it's pretty cool that you got some stuff going on in the background. Kind of keep everyone like a little mystery, a little Scooby Doo. You know what I mean?
Stay on your toes and look for the breadcrumbs.
Oh man, I what if they're like crackered crumbs?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Well, we could put. We'll be like cracker in a food processor. You know what I mean? Just complete tiny little fucking crumbs.
What if I picked up every single crumb you ever dropped and compressed it into make my own cracker?
Then you would have solved the puzzle. Then you would have solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
You put the cracker back together, then you solve the puzzle. Or does it lead you to a whole new puzzle? Tim and
Sounded
Eric.
like some tism. Bro, it's cooked. Hey, look, it kind of looks like Naruto's sitting on top.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those ones, huh? This is gonna be one of those ones. That sounded like some tism. Bro just hit me with that. Oh my god. Oh my
Bro,
god.
sorry, I was just watching Theo Vaughn.
He hit me with the tism. Oh no. Dude, you can see all the fluff on me, bro. This dog, anytime I wear dark clothing, my dog just absolutely is just all over me. I have to fucking like constantly have one of those lint rollers next to me. Like, look
Well, I got a
shit.
couple shirts like that.
All of that.
Ugh. I got a couple shirts like that, and I'm like, I mean, I just don't want hair on, but I just don't wear them.
Yeah, I know.
It just ruins the shirt, especially if you got a black shirt.
Yeah.
You can never get 100% of that freaking dog hair off.
It pissed me off because I just that's the crazy part is because he's like one of those one of those dogs that has hair, but he also has fur, right? So he has like this clumpy bullshit, but then he also has like this is just on my fucking arm. He has like this long strand. It's like fucking like get off, yeah, man. It's like that fucking long, bro. And they like just randomly poke out. I just got this shirt out of the fucking dryer. Like,
it's gonna be there forever.
It's like it just floats around in the fucking air, bro, and you just randomly walk into random dog hair, and it's like, you fucking piece of shit, bro.
Don't they have like longer hair and then like they have inner hair for like insulation type thing?
Yeah, basically, you can feel it when you pet him. You can feel his like longer hair, and then when you pet him even like deeper on, like when you're scratching in his belly or something, you can feel like it's like.
Oh.
It's like, it feels like you're scratching the insides of like a teddy bear. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you're just like scratching, just fucking stuffing, basically. It's so fucking funny. But like I'll sit there for like at least I do it like 3 times a week. It's probably 45 minutes. Like I'll just turn on a TV show and sit there for 45 minutes and hold him down. Like he likes to chew on my hand. That's like his stress thing or whatever. Like he'll just like nibble on my hand, like put it in his mouth. And so like he'll put my hand in his mouth and I'll sit there and I'll brush him and like get all of his like dead hair off and all that shit. And dude, I'm not even kidding you, like one brush just from one side of his body. Like so like yeah, I have to brush him like probably like 7 to 8 times like to get like all around his back, and then I do his legs and stuff. And I don't really do his chest that much because we keep his chest pretty clean, but his back is what I'm more like worried about so he doesn't get so hot. Um but
But
like
when you like be brushing them, like which side's more like bushy? Like seems like when I'm brushing my dog,
yeah.
because I have a Alaskan Kikai, so it's kind of like a high school breed. So when I'm going with the right side, I feel like I get more. On the left side, I get some, but like
Whoa.
I don't know if there's logic behind that, but
So I think with Hagrid, I get a little bit more on the right side only because he does, for some reason, he doesn't like me brushing the left side of his body. Like that, like I can brush the right side of his body and he's fine, but then when I try to start brushing the left, that's when he has to put my hand in his mouth.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what like he doesn't like the way it like feels on the left side of his body or like something. I don't know. He's a little weirdo. He's a little picky guy, but he's a little fucking funny asshole.
So do you think if like I'm trying to think about the name from Game of Thrones, the dogs, direwolves,
Yeah,
like they were real? Do you think
I think they were real. I'm pretty sure like they've already been.
like back in the dinosaur ages?
Yeah.
I think. But anyways, do you think like they'd be like instead of your hand, they would just have your whole face in it, like like one of those type of things?
Well, if dude, he like so he's 6, 7 months old at this point. Like,
Yes, there isn't.
oh my god, dude. He's so fucking goofy looking too. He like I love when dogs like wake up from a nap and they have like that look on their face like a drunk person has, or like ugh. Like it's so funny, Hagrid, because he's so fluffy. Like all his hair, like it's like Goku. Like if Goku were gonna to go to bed and then wake up and like his hair would be all like fucked up. And that's what Hagrid looks like. He like wakes up and his hair is all like just fucking like looks like he got shocked. He's just like, what? And I'm like, are you gonna go outside? And he's always like, and then his hair like bounces back to normal. It's fucking hilarious. He's a little cartoon character, but nah, dude. I'll brush one side of his body, and it's just like it'll be like that much of a clump of hair just from one brush, just fucking from like down from his neck just down to his leg, one fucking brush, and it's just like that much hair,
I believe it.
and it's just like,
I believe
oh
it.
my god, like dude, it's fucking ridiculous. Like if I wanted to, I could start a fucking business making little stuffed animals because like I could just fill them with Hagrid's hair. Like,
Well, I kind of want to do that when I get older. Like, I want to have a farm and I want to have like alpacas. I don't know about sheep, but I kind of want to do sheep. You just like make wool out of them
yeah,
because alpacas make their fur is quite a bit of money.
really, fucking Minecraft in real
Fun
life,
fact.
bro.
Oh man, take some shears, that bitch.
For real, I mean, literally. But I just think,
But yeah, I don't. Dog hair is kind of itchy.
oh yeah, dude, like that's like Pugsley. Pugsley, the obviously he's a pug is by his name, but like his hair, I can't fucking stand it, man. It's just it's the
Oh, it's
short
that
little,
short, stabby.
yeah, little black hair, and it's just like, God, dude, get off my fucking clothes, and like that's why like it's just is like, ugh. But like Hagrid, he has like it's more like fur than it is hair. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because it's like inside insulation.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the feeling of it a lot more.
But yeah, I've been getting kind of excited for like playing some games. Just because I just upgraded to a 2080 Super, baby boy.
Yeah, fuck
And
you,
I went
asshole.
from a 2060 to a 2080 Super, which isn't the best thing, but I'm excited to like go see like if I can like play on high quality or even ultra
Yeah.
quality. Then I just
Yeah.
got a half rate new monitor and 165 hertz. I probably just butchered that, but
My thing is, dude, is like I
so yeah, I've
have
been excited.
I have a 350 Ti in my laptop, right?
3050?
Yeah. 3050,
Yeah,
whatever.
that should be fucking plenty.
Yeah, but I only have 8 gigabytes of RAM.
So is that what makes it so bad?
Yeah.
Is it
That's
two 4 RAM sticks?
no, it's just one 8. So
See,
I have
I
another
bought
8
a.
that I'm going to
Uh,
install.
do you have to get a laptop RAM or are they all the
Yeah.
same?
It's a laptop RAM. It's a little bit smaller, but
That's what I was thinking. When I went and bought my laptop, I didn't like it, but I think it had 3060 in it.
yeah.
Maybe I think it was just 3060. Spent like $600, $700 on it. And you're like, oh shit, I got this 3060 in it.
Yeah.
Shit fucking was basic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. What
Yeah.
this 2060 I had before, I could run any game I wanted, but it seemed like with that 3060, every time I loaded up Call of Duty, it just wouldn't load up. Every time I tried to do all these games, it just wouldn't
Right.
work. I'm like, what's the point? And if I'm trying to like like edit and then or live stream, you just can't.
Yeah. Did you see YouTube put through something recently? It
They put through
says
what?
it's an update to their TOS. So
Terms of service?
essentially, yeah.
Tell me.
Um,
Tell me, big boy.
let me try to find it. I had it pulled up, but then I lost it. Okay, right here. It says, okay. Hope you're doing well. We've made some updates to policy. Okay, that's how tiny it is, by the way. It's inside of that little box. All that, like, it's like text inside of there. You can't even see it. Okay. Uh, hope you're doing well. We've made some updates to the policy and that I wanted to share with you based on our previous conversations on our policy slash profanity use on videos. We're updating the inappropriate language ad guidelines we've announced in November on November 30th. That limited monetization where there was use of profanity at the beginning of content. So what's changing? We're no longer treating all profanity equally. Usage of moderate profanity, words like bitch, douchebag, asshole, and shit at any time in the video content is now eligible for green icons under November's update. Um,
So you're allowed to say
yeah,
all those?
yeah. Use of stronger profanity, like the F word. They need to define which F word because there's quite a bit.
Yeah. Like
uh,
fuck.
Yeah, we'll just say fuck on this one. That's the only one that we will say.
Yeah,
Um,
isn't that like not a bad one?
use of stronger profanity like the F word in the first 7 seconds or repeatedly throughout the majority of the video can now run limited ads under the November update. So apparently they're not gonna be fucking around for fuck anymore. Fuckity fuck fuck. We've also
Fuck.
clarified our guidance on how profanity is treated. Moderate or strong profanity used in background music, backing tracks, and intro and slash outro music may earn ad revenue.
Wait, so you're able to play music now?
No, so like if you had like a song that was like in the beginning of your intro, it was like something fucking like like I smoke weed every
I
day.
kissed the girl
Yeah,
in
just for
LA.
example, like some fucking uncopyrighted song that was just like sex, money, drugs, bitch. Why do you look at me like that? What the fuck?
I'm listening.
You had big ass eyes, like I said something that I was gonna get canceled for.
Hey man, I'm listening. Tell me what's going on with
But
it. What's
anyway,
going
so like if
on
you
with
had
it?
something in the beginning of your song, if you beginning of your video that was like a song that was just like sex, money, drugs, whatever, whatever, it would be like, they'd be able to demonetize you for that. But now they won't.
Oh, okay.
That's
It seems
essentially
like
it.
they're just focusing on the YouTubers caught on that you
Uh
couldn't
huh.
say what. those couple words in 15 seconds,
Yeah.
and now they're like,
We're just joking, guys. Pull it back.
y'all catch on to this.
There, nah, bro. It's not even catch on to this. It's almost like we're fucking reeling it back, bro. It's like we literally like. It's like they found
Hook,
out
sink,
yeah,
reel.
they found out the games that like the YouTubers found out the games that we were playing, so we have to fucking reel it back. They were trying to
And
cut
then,
off people's
yeah.
ads, and then they figured out how to work around it, and then it just became a broken system. So they're like, "Fuck, we got to kind of reel it back a little bit."
So I never realized like, so let's just say Vanoss because they're just one of the
Yeah,
best groups on gaming.
yeah.
So he puts out a video, it gets 3 million views, gets copyrighted, not copyrighted, but like demonetized the first 100,000. I'm still watching ads on that.
So,
Does
so
YouTube get that money?
sometimes no. So sometimes they won't get fully demonetized. What will happen is they'll get limited ads, meaning so like you would normally get like 5 ads on a video. Let's say like you'd get a 5 ads on like just a random video. Now you'll get like 2, maybe 3 ads on a video. So you're cutting your money essentially in half to begin with. And then if they demonetize it, then it's like, oh, by the way, you realize that entire thing that you did, all those hours that you just worked and your editor just worked, guess what? We're taking the money away. You don't get paid for those hours. That's
Yeah, that
wild.
makes sense. Yeah, it's just wild. I think it'd be cool if you could like I got edgier content. It goes to a different like 18 plus platform, or if like you wanted to like opt out to like not having 12 ads per 10-minute video,
Well, Preston, there's a
you could just be
thing.
like, I just want one ad.
The thing is, before you upload any fucking video on YouTube, you have to mark it. Is this for kids? Yes or no. They
Oh
made
yeah, that
they made
but that's not what
YouTube
I'm talking about.
Kids for like. Well, I know, but you said like an 18 plus platform, like. But like, see, like that would exclude that whole like X-rated audience would be excluded because they'd have to go to a different like site, YouTube X or some. We'll just say that like YouTube X or some crazy shit like that. Then it's like, oh, are you uploading this as YouTube
What's
X?
the
And
point? Yeah.
then and then companies are going to be like, oh, well, YouTube X is known for like the edgier YouTuber, so if you upload over there, mostly you're only going to get like fucking Adam and Eve sponsors and like people who want to be edgy. You're not going to get like,
Yeah.
you're not going to get like a Coca-Cola or Taco Bell sponsorship, right? And then
Yeah.
it'll create like a stigma at YouTuber parties, and then it'll be like, oh, these are YouTubers, these are kid YouTubers, and those are YouTube X people, and it's like, oh, well, we don't want to associate with YouTube X because they're known as the wild ones. It's like it's just better if they were just to fucking loosen up on it and understand that like especially in America, like I don't see the issue for there's the dog hair again getting in my fucking mouth because it's just flying around. Um, in America, I don't really see the issue with somebody saying fuck in a video. I don't see the issue with somebody cussing in a video or making a joke in a video. I don't understand why that should be demonetized. I understand some places where like they're not as lax with like what you can say about things. I understand them getting demonetized there. But if you're an American YouTuber and you're uploading from America, like I feel like I feel like it should be fine. They have YouTube Kids for the reason because kids need to stay off that part of the internet anyway.
Get over
Like,
here. Yeah.
yeah, as soon as you hit 13 or whatever the age block is, it's like you can start moving into more adult stuff. And like YouTube Kids, like they allow a little bit of like that. It's essentially like you can have like SpongeBob rated stuff on there, like they can be a
Yeah,
little
but
bit more edgy for the kids, right? And so like while you're growing up as a kid, you can still watch that. And I understand some kids are not going to want to watch that and there's going to be ways around it, right? But
yeah.
why is YouTube trying to play the parent? They have no like there's no reason why
Right to
they
play the
should
parent. Yeah.
yeah, there's no reason why they should be playing the parent in that situation and trying to control like what kids are seeing and what they aren't. Like I understand you have a quote unquote
Uh,
responsibility as a platform, but like but that's for like shit. You know what I mean? What's up?
yeah. I played GTA at like age 6.
Yeah, same.
So it's just like
Yeah,
You
Cody and
tell
I
me I
were in
can't
like
hear
fucking
someone
second
like,
grade driving around in GTA shooting at cops, fucking like pretending we were gangsters when we'd go back outside.
and I think I'm fine. I mean, I'm not perfect,
Right, but
but
like
it's not like I'm out there like, "Do, do, 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 do," you know?
right, and that's just an example, but you're also Preston, you're a person with very if any very limited mental illnesses. You know what I mean? Like if any, I don't think you have any. You
No
might be
documented.
yeah, you might be depressed, but like other people that like can be exposed to
Yeah,
this shit, they are like they see that shit and there's something that doesn't click in their mind that's like this is a video game, this is something different, right? And there's some people that do and they just want to do that anyway because they're fucked up people. But who is the platform to try to take responsibility and to try to like control those type of people? Like I understand like like you can't allow a fucking murder to be on Facebook or on fucking YouTube. You can't allow
or
like
like that Twitch like live stream that was going on.
where like somebody was
Like,
getting
he
what
was mass murder,
right or
and he is live streaming it.
right or like on Kick, the new streaming platform that people were on. This guy got head on Kick. And it's like I understand you cannot allow that stuff. Like you can't allow that stuff on the platform because that's a whole different genre of content. However,
Yeah, that's
somebody making
not
a
what.
joke while they're playing a video game is seriously not fucking hurting anybody unless they're targeting like a specific person in the video and they're consistently bullying that person. You're there. It's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. You have a lot more stuff on this platform that you should be worried about. Um,
Yeah, and then they're making YouTubers like create Patreons, and then they're making shit like that.
right,
Like
right,
they'll have like OnlyFans girls on there. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
exactly.
how do we go from YouTube to this? Like, I don't know. That's a whole different story.
It's a whole revenue
Uh,
scheme that is just because it's all
yeah, it's
fucked up.
all. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I was
And it
saying like
all ties back to, you know what, Preston?
saying the
Gaming.
F word. Oh yeah.
Gaming. Which is
Do you
kind of
think?
the topic. What's up?
Do you think Twitch could ever be dying off to a bad point
Oh,
where
it's dying
YouTube
off, I
buys them
think.
out?
I don't know if YouTube will buy them out. I think maybe they'll integrate. If they did buy out, I don't think Twitch would remain. I think they would integrate.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, do you think in the
Yeah.
next 5 years we would find out that live streaming on YouTube won't be called that? It'll be called Twitch. That's also on YouTube. Kind of like when YouTube had its own program, but then Google bought YouTube, and now look what it is.
Yeah.
Now you could just click on Google and it'll have YouTube on it.
Uh I don't know. See,
Just something I'm gonna think about.
I see instead of Google buying Twitch, I could see the Facebook company buying Twitch.
Ooh, yeah, I could see that.
I could
Yeah,
see
because
that.
Facebook's
Yeah,
like live stream because
and
they
then
need something
calling
better
it
than what
yeah,
they
and
got.
calling it like Meta TV or something like that.
I could see that.
Yeah, and then like you could go in your metaverse and then go into like a whole Twitch hub and like you could sit in a chair and have like 5 Twitch streams up at once and watching all your favorite people and then like click on one for the sound. If
Ooh,
that's not going to be a thing, Mark Zuckerberg, I know you like to steal people's ideas because
right.
that's how you got Facebook, but there you go. That's one. But no, I could totally see Facebook buying out Twitch if Twitch were to go under. But I think it's heading that way. I think it's going
Yeah, like Twitch is. I mean, it's a good
under.
platform.
It's
What I
going
was
under.
thinking, I was saying the other day, is it's a good platform. If you go on
Yeah.
to Twitch, there's so many little things that sits well with it. Like
Yeah.
YouTube live stream just isn't there. Like when it comes to Twitch, because Twitch will have where you could feed a pet under, and that people have to donate for that, and
Right.
it's a
Like
game in that
Corvus.
instant.
Yeah.
Or you guys could have a Twitch chat game where like everyone in the chat or the polls their stuff. YouTube doesn't have any of that stuff.
Right.
They only have live streaming. And it seems like for me at least, every time someone subs, it barely pops up. It doesn't say this person subbed. It gets
Yeah.
under the rug. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
YouTube used
what
to
is
have
going?
that thing where like you could look at all of your subscribers. You remember that?
Yeah,
And now
I
you
don't
can't
see
see
nothing.
who subscribes to you. Like every now and then I'll get a notification that's like blah 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 subscribed. And it's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that's cool." But
like
then
how do you
like
know who subscribed? Like I think
yeah,
it's kind of
like you
stupid.
used to be able to click on subscribers and go through and see like who is subscribed to who. You know what I mean? And
And I
it's
like to
like
thank everyone. Like I want to give them my appreciation. Tell them like thank you for what they're doing for me,
right. I
and
mean,
hopefully they stick around.
some people might just want to be anonymous though, and I get that, but it had that whenever you could check the subscribers and shit, it had that interpersonal feeling almost. You know what I mean? It was almost like
Yeah,
social media
it's like a
ish.
friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
but
don't
now
know.
it's just kind of like a hidden bot.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was thinking like if YouTube bought Twitch, like it would be all just everything would mix well together. But I know they're like rivals. But I see ever since you
Yeah.
said Facebook, I see Facebook buying them out.
Oh yeah.
But Facebook's
It's
they're
got its
losing
own.
a lot of money.
It's got its own streaming, but because Facebook isn't like really the main thing anymore, because Facebook owns
No,
Instagram. You know that? I think Facebook
and
owns Instagram.
Instagram,
I think
yeah.
Snapchat as well.
So like I mean, Snapchat's a big like
Yeah,
that's the most
they're
common
cooking,
thing
bro.
on
They're
the
fucking
phone.
cooking. So I could totally
Meta's
see.
lost some money, but like Instagram, I mean,
Yeah,
it's not doing what it did in like 2016, but
nah,
it's pretty big.
yeah. But I still see the
I
commercials
mean,
for Meta all the time on TV and shit. Like whenever I do watch
yeah,
during like the football season and shit.
I feel like TikTok's staying. Uh, it's just going to become more big dogs. Like I do like Twitch though.
It's gonna be a
Moral of the story
monopoly.
is,
What it is, it's gonna be like
yeah.
there's gonna be like three instead of like a couple like dozen options. There's gonna be three main options that you can choose from, and that's gonna be for everything. Like eventually, like you're gonna see fast food companies that are gonna merge together, and it's like we're gonna move into this autonomous society where we lose
Well,
and
we're
lose
already there.
like choice. And yeah, we're moving there like at a very fast pace, where it's like completely like a crazy change, which is kind of wild to me, bro. It's like life is so different now compared to like growing up. You know what I mean?
Well, anyone could start a business,
Right, right. Like
especially like in the older days.
I was
Like
talking to my
now, if you
mom.
start a business, you're gonna get screwed unless you have $1 million and you have your daddy like helping you out with like showing you who to talk to and everything.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom, and I was like, man, back in the day, like if somebody wanted to make music, you would literally have to like have a drum kit and a guitar and like
Oh yeah.
whatever you needed to make the music. You'd have to have that basically, right? Like today,
Have
you
you
can.
seen Wu-Tang Clan on Hulu?
I haven't watched that.
Bro, you should watch it. It's a super good show. I think you'd really like it.
Fuck.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt you,
No,
but
you're
it's
good.
just
I'll
what
have
you're
to check
talking
that out.
about.
I'm gonna write it down. Um, yeah, it's just like so. Like now, you could just download something free on your computer or your phone and completely make an entire fucking song that's just like you're it's discernible from like another. You know what I mean? Like from like if somebody were to do it with
Yeah.
instruments, it's crazy.
And now AI, like what we have with AI is the worst it's ever gonna be. That's the scariest part.
Yeah, like this is the worst version of AI that we'll see.
Like Philip DeFranco is always telling me, like he shows like what it could do. He's able to take people. What?
I'm sorry, I just laughed because you said Philip DeFranco's always telling me like you have a conversation with him.
I
I
do.
was just like this motherfucker, bro.
I do.
He's like, I do.
Should we go? Should we transition into the game?
No, I think we're
Uh,
good though. But I get what you mean. Like, is what? So like, what does he like? I haven't watched him in years. I know he's an old school YouTuber, but
Well, he does like news and everything, and like pop
yeah,
culture and everything.
yeah.
But he has a podcast. I haven't really listened to it. I listened to his news, but Bella Delphine was talking to him, and he was able to deep fake it. I think that's what you call it. But take what Bella Delphine and make her say that she stabs homeless guys, for fun or something. She didn't clearly say that,
Right. What the
but like
fuck?
they're able to,
Yeah.
and
Like,
you're like, it didn't sound like Bella Daffy. Like it didn't
yeah.
sound like
Like
that. It
clipped
sounded
together.
just like yeah.
Yeah. It
That's what
was
I
like
meant to say. Yeah,
coherent. Yeah. That's
and I'm
fucked.
like, and that's the worst it can be. We are here.
Right. We're here for
So
now.
can you imagine what the elections are going to look like from this year to, I mean, not from 2024, and then that's fucking crazy. We're gonna have another president here in a couple of years, or the same, or whatever. But like,
Probably
and then
not the same.
2028. Yeah, I don't want to say nothing politics on here, so
Well,
that's
I
what I just
think
said.
I think it's pretty safe to say that not a lot of people like Joe. He's
Oh, both
funny.
sides don't.
He's funny to make fun of, but I don't think a lot of people like him.
Yeah,
Uh,
both sides don't.
the thing with that is, not to get it too deep into it. The thing with that is like when you have such a polarizing and shit house as of a figure as Trump, people people will vote for anything but him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what this last election was about.
Yeah.
But
And
like,
so,
remember when Trump was like grabbing by the, I don't
mhm.
know, I don't want to get in trouble for that, but like, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's fake news. That wasn't real."
I mean, that was
But it
right,
was real. Like
but
everyone was saying. Can you imagine now though what
but
they're gonna be saying or what they're gonna be changing?
Preston, put your tinfoil hat on. Okay. The public has this readily available now. The AI. Okay.
Oh,
It's
I
open
know.
to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
public, right? Who's to
How
say?
long has
Who's to say?
the
Yeah. Who's
first
to say
percent,
four
the one
years,
percent?
5, 8 years ago? Who's to say that these people didn't have the AI already? Who's to say that certain? I'm not saying that video was fake because he obviously is definitely like that. But like, who's to say that like some of these political videos haven't been completely fucking conscripted of it, just complete AI?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like when
Yeah.
it's just like a rabbit hole I didn't even know existed in my mind. And then when
Mm-hmm.
he told me that, I'm like, politics.
Right.
This next year of politics plus like the years from the past. Like, how long has this been going on?
Have you seen that
Who's
Joe
all been
Biden
like,
clip that I have on my phone?
I don't think so.
He says the N word like 7 times, and he's like, "Pull up on me, son. You gonna get hit with the belt, swear." And he's
Like,
like standing there. He's got like a 40 in his hand and shit. It's wild, bro. But it sounds exactly like him. Or there's like ones where like Donald Trump, Kanye West, Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, Joe Biden, and like everybody are playing Minecraft with each other.
I was,
And
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, Joe Rogan's like, seriously, Donald, did you really break my Minecraft? Or he's like, did you seriously break my diamond blocks? And he's like, Joe, I'm trying to get the maximum profit here, or something like that. Or no, it was backwards. It was like whatever. And Jordan Peterson came in. He was like, actually, you should have used your fortune pick on it because you would have got the maximum. Like it was just like it was so wild, bro. And I was just like, the fact that this is like real, like this is the fact that this is a fucking thing, is insane to me. Like,
Well, yeah, you're not going to be able to believe. I mean, you never should have, but you're not going to be
right.
able to believe
Right. Like if you can
anything you
fake it,
see.
if you can fake it on the internet, it's fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it can be faked, it's faked. That's like the most of the time, like that's how to fucking roll. And that's how
And
how
that's
to
kind of
like
like
view
with
things.
COVID, though. Like, COVID, like, that's when, like, I feel like America, I say the C word.
No, I'm
But,
just waiting to see where you go with this.
well, we kind of learned, people kind of open up that third eye that media was showing us, like, everything's kind of fake. They can progress our like minds into believing something.
Oh,
If
it's
that
like
makes sense.
like fear mongering and
Yeah,
stuff.
fear
Yeah.
mongering.
Yeah, like they definitely were hyping it up and making it seem a lot scarier than it was. And then like on the back
Well,
end
with
of it,
everything, yeah,
yeah, and then on the back
everything
end
that
of
went on.
it, they're coming out now and like every few months they're coming out now and kind of backing off as to what they said, like, oh, it would prevent you from
It
getting
wasn't
COVID.
that. Yeah.
Now it's not going to prevent you from getting COVID, but it'll lessen your symptoms. Now it's not going to lessen your symptoms, but you won't go to the hospital, and just on and on and on and on. So it's like I don't know. It's just it's kind of weird, and like they said something about the masks, and just like I don't really know. I mean, it's to each their own, and it's just being respectful of one another, honestly, because it's like if you if somebody is running a business and they watch news, like watch a certain type of news or whatever, because like the thing is with me is like news now is like it's not really news. It's more you if you want to get the full story, you have to watch CNN and Fox News because it's like CNN is all the way on the left, Fox News is all the way on the right. And it's like there's not really very many news. Like there's like small time news channels like Channel News 6 in your local area. You know what I mean? But there's not like fucking like a neutral news area like person. And so like there's always people that have like really kind of agendas behind things. So they'll give you the news, but they will present it in a certain fashion, right? And
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah. So like
It's bad when they
yeah.
both agree on something. That's when you're like, do you
But
think the Matrix is kind of like telling, like they're both the same company? They're both like trying to divide this nation.
well there is shit like hold on, I'll finish this and I'll get into that cuz like there's like a lot of shit about that. Like so um back to like being respectful about people is like if somebody is watching a certain type of thing and that's the way that they lean or whatever and they have a sign up on their business that says please wear a mask before you enter, like just don't be a fucking asshole and put your fucking mask on. Don't make a fucking big deal about it. It's not gonna fucking kill you to put a mask on over your face for 2 fucking seconds. Who cares? It's about being respectful. They're asking for it. They're the owners of the business. It's their choice. Who cares?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's
And
just
it's
like
like,
respect one
right,
another.
right. It's like, and if you see somebody without a mask on, there's no need to fucking, and they're in a public place, there's no need to fucking like storm up to them and just go absolutely berserk on them because you feel a different way than they do. It's
And
like,
like if they're across the street, put your
right,
fucking mask.
right. Like the
What?
thing is, you'll see people that are like, you need to put your fucking mask on. And then you'll be like, what? And then they fucking run up and they get real close to you and they're like, put your mask on. And you're like, you realize that you're endangering both of us right now. If you really believe in this shit, you're endangering both of us right now by you getting that close to me. Like you should have stayed over there and said something, like
Yeah.
instead of coming over here and trying to make a fucking scene about it. I don't know, but it's like but it's to each their own because you have those insane people that were just like even like when nobody really knew what was going on. Like it literally could have been a zombie virus because none of us knew what the fuck was going on. None of the civilians knew what was going on. It could have been a zombie virus, bro. And so like you had those people at the beginning that were like, "I'm not wearing a fucking mask," and they like would cause huge fits. And it's like, you dumbass, do you not know how fucking crucial this could be? Like, and
Or
all it's like,
that's something we learned too,
yeah.
is that we are fucked. If it was bad.
If it was
Like
anything worse, we're fucked. Yeah,
like we got so lucky.
yeah. That it
Like
was.
people instantly put up a wall and like, I ain't fucking doing nothing. I'm
Yeah,
like, I worked in construction at the time. I saw everything. No one gave a fuck.
yeah, dude. Like
And
it's
I'm not saying you gotta be scared or nothing, but like, I mean, Ebola, remember that?
oh yeah, I do.
Like, that could have ended up bad.
Oh shit.
So, what?
Oh nothing. We're good. I
So,
accidentally pulled the questions up on the screen.
but like one person got it in the United States. Like, he flown in and like, he either died or like, he ended up not having it anymore. But
Right.
like, a mass outbreak could easily take out a whole bunch of people. And
Oh
people
yeah.
like downplay it. Like COVID didn't kill millions of people, but it did.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's why people are scared. And
Right.
you just
And
say like they say COVID, oh, it's over. But like look at the numbers.
right.
Like people are going to be scared. Let them be scared. Like if you just have to wear masks to make them happy, especially the height of it.
Yeah.
Like now if and no one's wearing a mask.
Right. Rarely anybody. Like sometimes though, you will see somebody like you'll just be driving and you'll see somebody that passes you and they have a mask on in their own car and you're just like,
I've never understood that part though.
Okay. It's like, I don't know. If you have a mask on in your own car, you probably shouldn't be going out anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never understood that.
I don't know. Maybe
It
it's
kind of
like
seems like it's more like you're trying to prove a point when you have a mask on nowadays. Not you're trying to be safe. I'm like,
very much so. Very much so. I feel
but I don't
like.
know.
Well,
Who am I?
some people do have like actual. So like, there's people with actual genuine health concerns that still would like to wear masks, and that's completely fine. But then there's other people who wear masks as a point, and that's like, okay, now you're making a mockery of the people who actually should be wearing the masks to protect their immune system, like their immune system and everything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
now
you
you're
know what
making a
was sad?
mockery because it's a fucking what?
I see my little baby sister and brother with a mask.
Yeah,
Like seeing kids with them, you're like, like
yeah.
you know, in my childhood, I was fucking rubbing dirt in my mouth and shit, and now they got to worry about that.
So that's
Uh,
why you are the way you are.
I'll tell you what, sir, I got dropped as a kid plenty of times,
I
so
was to say
that's
how
why.
many, but yeah, like yeah, I totally fucking get it. It's just like eating random shit as a kid, or just like we were like disgusting as kids, and like
Just being a kid.
this whole generation, like they had to grow up with something like underneath us. They had to grow up with something completely different. Like I genuinely think that there's a break in generations. I think that like everybody since like COVID is like the newer generation. I think probably like I don't know, maybe 1999 to like 2000, maybe 98 to 2000 or 2002 or something like that. Like that generation, I feel like it's a 4-year gap between a generation. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Gen Z is like the younger kids. I totally don't feel like I'm fucking part of Gen Z because like they've had to
Oh,
deal
it's
with
so
a
weird. I don't
completely
understand any
different.
of this, like
Yeah,
millennials, and
yeah.
I
Like
just live life.
I grew up with a fucking Game Boy, right? I didn't grow up with a tablet. Like some kids that are like a couple years older than me grew up with like leapfrog tablets and like crazy shit. Like when I was a kid, if that was out, I would have been,
Leapfrog tablets? What,
bro. Those are
bro?
actually a
My
fucking
little,
thing.
yeah, they're green with white. I think
Yeah,
my little sister had one
yeah. Like some people, like yeah, little kids like grew up with that
with
shit
game
nowadays.
carts in them.
Yeah, and like we're like as a kid, we would have seen that. We would have been like, the fuck? What the fuck? That's sick. You know what I mean? Like we had a fucking little
When the
tiny.
DS first came out, oh
Yeah,
my
right.
goodness.
Like we freaked the fuck out with the DS, and now kids, if they came out with a DS nowadays, kids would be like, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd be like,
That's how they kind of act. They're like, and
yeah. That's what I. Yeah, it's just like that's how I. That's why I don't feel like I'm personally part of this newer fucking generation. Is because like kids are completely fucking different than how I used to fucking act, bro. Like all the kids now, they are literally just like, and like, what's next? And like when I was a kid, I'd be like, fucking, I'd at least play with it for at least a month or two, and then be like, okay, what's next? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I don't
The
know.
kids now ask for it even though they don't even want to play it.
Oh yeah, they a lot of times they ask for things as a stat. It's almost like we're reverting back,
Yeah,
like
status.
revert back to monkey. Like that's what we're doing. We're reverting back to fucking chimpanzees in the wild, bro. Because we're like we want things for status
I
more
got
than we
this
do.
banana.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Like,
Does life feel way different ever since COVID happened? Like I'm not talking that like 2 years, but like
so
from now,
I
I think
think
there's like a just different type of vibe I
so.
get.
I used to think that as well, but then I thought back on it, and I think it has something to do with like 2015, 2016. I think when Trump got elected, we like entered into like universe X or some bullshit, like alternate universe, and it's just like the doomsday paradox, basically, where everything's just gonna go wrong because like if you think about it, 2015 was like the last year where that was like, first I'ma hop out the motherfucking Porsche. You know, it's like all of those songs, bro. It was like, watch me whip. No, watch me nay nay. Like all these songs fucking came out like 2013, 2015 in that time frame. And I feel like 2016 on, we haven't really gotten like it's almost feel like it's a monotony. It's just the same fucking shit, cut and paste over and over and over, cookie cutter. I feel
When
like we've
did
entered
Mac
into something.
Miller put his album out?
Uh, which one?
I feel like Mac Miller don't count though. He is on a different type of level.
There's some people though that are like outside of this universe. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's some
yeah.
people that are just like they don't fucking belong here, and it's like it's weird. But like I don't know, dude. Genuinely, it's one of the strangest fucking things because I get what you mean. It's like things feel people would say, well, that's just growing up, but it's not. It's not because a lot of adults feel the same way too. It's
Oh yeah, you
like,
talk to adults, they're like, yeah, things just feel off.
yeah, it
It's
feels,
either people aren't happy anymore or like
yeah,
they don't.
something happened where like people are, there's less enjoyment in things. We've like reverted, like we're slowly, I feel like we're slowly regressing. Like we're
Yeah, like
going
kids aren't
back.
people don't have friendships back in the 90s. This is another thing I've learned that people in the 90s would go out and like have like 20 friends
Yeah,
partying with them.
right.
Now you're lucky to have three.
Right. You're lucky to
Go
get
out and do something
three in
with
a
you.
fucking group chat at one time.
Yeah.
Like to get a plan. Like you know how impossible it is to get three people today to plan a fucking like just a lake trip or anything like that. It's fucking impossible. And like back in like when we were growing up, bro, like
Parents were fucking partying.
well it was so different, man. Like well my mom didn't ever, well she did party sometimes, but like when we were like to find out where our friends were, we would ride around on our bikes and to like we would see like, oh, there's Jimmy's bike, there's Terry's bike, there's Donnie's bike.
You see your friends hanging out and they all
Ye-
got the bikes out. You're like, bro,
Nah,
I'm
nah,
going over there.
right, yeah. Like you see all the bikes all at the ground, and then you're like, oh fuck, they're over there. It's like everybody's like, are we gonna hang out tomorrow? And it's like, yeah, we'll just meet there. And then so like you ride around and they're not there, but then you go to the other house and they're there, and you're like,
Like,
oh shit,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He got the Xbox.
Yeah, or like you're asleep and then you wake up and your mom was like, or your parents are just sitting here and they're like, you're like getting trying to like look for something to eat and you're like halfway awake and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, blah 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 came over, wondered if you wanted to go play, and you're like, why didn't you tell me first thing? And like you don't even go eat anymore, you just fucking
You're
boom right
like,
out the door. Yeah, it's like you're on your fucking
uh,
bike, just
it does make me happy seeing bikes.
yeah,
Um, I don't see them all the time, but like when I'm going down to like neighborhoods,
yeah,
so that sounds off. But when I'm driving and I see like a group of bikes right there, I'm like flashbacks,
right,
flashbacks.
yeah. Like it makes you feel like maybe it is just me. You know what I mean? Maybe I am
Yeah.
just grown up now and everything sucks. But like I genuinely
What's the
feel
worst bike crash you ever had?
like oh my god, I've been in a couple. Um so one time I was like riding down so in this town that I grew up in, it's called Main Street and it's literally like one strip and there's so it's like one strip and there's roads like this and then one road that leads to the school, and that's the entire town. That's it. So
Main
that's
Street.
yeah. So there was like a
Mainly nothing.
Halloween parade or some bullshit, and like I was riding on my bike and I fell. Might have been a scooter even maybe. I don't know. I fell though, and I fucking put my hand down like this to catch myself. Dude, I had a rock go inside of my hand into my skin. And so it was like literally like so like have you ever had like a wart and you see it underneath your skin or whatever? Like the rock was under my skin, so my grandma had to fucking go into my hand. I was like probably like 4 maybe. She had to go into my hand and dig in with tweezers and pull it out and shit. And I just remember like sitting there and I was just like like I was just screaming. And then I was my uncle Dylan when he was training for the Marines. I was a little bit. I was think I was in like 3rd grade maybe at this point. I don't know, but I was on a bike ride with him and we were on these like back roads and he stopped and I like didn't pay attention to him stopping because I was trying to put my water bottle back in. Like, you remember how you used to ride the bike and your water bottle would be in like that was like such a bad position. Your water bottle would be like in like the your two bars would be there and your water bottle thing would be there. It'd
Yeah.
have like a holder in it or whatever the fuck. Yeah. So like,
Man, you had a mongoose. I never had that.
oh yeah, I had like, dude, I got a brand new mongoose for my birthday when I first moved to Andover and it got stolen. Yeah, right away. Like I wrote it twice and it got stolen and we never figured out who fucking stole it. I was so pissed off, dude. But nah, so I hit Dylan's tire, dude, and just fucking hit the ground again and
Oh,
I got rocks in my knee that time. So I had to sit there. My grandma picked him out of my knee and it was just like hell on earth, bro. Hell on fucking earth.
you ever throw a stick in the back of someone's tire? I mean, the front tire?
Oh yeah. You piece of shit. You
You
piece of
fucking
shit.
piss me off. You flipping,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you would too. What's like the worst crash you've gotten to?
So, I'm going to start with a funny one, and I'll start talking about the stupid
Just to
one.
preface, these
So,
are
we're,
probably all going to be bullying Sean. Which Sean is his brother for people that don't know. Am I right?
no, these aren't going to be blowing him. But,
Oh no!
like,
Wow.
this time,
This time, yeah,
um, I was hanging with, I don't know if they want to get their name dropped, but the people that live around me, you know?
yeah,
And we're going, so you know the dirt road past, I'm trying to think of the street, down to my dirt road,
yeah,
down to get onto Sunflower,
yeah.
like that little turn right there.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it would freaking freeze right there every single time. It had a little slope. So we're all pedaling as fast as we can. So we go up like this, one after another, just slides. Fucking bike just slides, falls flat,
Oh
and you
no!
fall down. So I was first, bro. I took that shit like a champ. I had everybody in their bikes hitting me. We had a pile of bikes, bro. We're trying to get up. We're fucking falling on our
That's
asses.
fucked,
There's like
bro.
there's like five of us on top of each other, just falling and shit. I'm still on the
That's
bottom.
fucked.
So
That's
I'm like, oh my
fucked.
goodness. So it's sad to see that now that's pavement.
Right?
Just because
Yeah,
I'm like, no one's ever gonna know the tragedy that this
yeah. The
corner part
shit that
had.
happened here. Yeah.
And then so I was trying to do bike tricks. I was like, oh man, I'm a badass. Got this
Oh
wheelie down,
god.
cranking it. So I'm like, all right. So my dumb ass was like, watch this.
Oh
Watch this shit.
no. Oh
So I
no.
get up. You know how people would stand on their seat?
Yeah.
I could go like that. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna stand on the handlebars, going like 15, 10 miles per hour. I don't know. It felt fast.
Yeah.
Fucking got the speed wobble so fucking quick on like up here with my hands. Slide, fucking fall, whatever feet that is. Slide on my ass for like 5 feet. Had this fucking bad scratch. I think I still have a scratch from it,
Man,
from road rash. I cried.
dude.
I had to
So
cry and go home.
I have two fucking crazy stories about the similar things. So like they're not really that crazy. They're pretty funny. The second one's crazy. The first one's funny. So the first one is like when it was icy out in Andover one time. Cody was over at my house and we walked to the gas station when it was snowing. And so we walked because like I didn't like going to the ones over by like on Kellogg or whatever. I like going to like the Circle K, right? Like in the
Oh,
middle of Andover, right next to the bank and shit.
hey,
Yeah. So I used to go over there. We walked all the way down there, and on the like,
the one next to Andover Bank?
yeah,
That's Presto. How dare you call it Circle
I know.
K?
I used to call it
Circle
Presto
K is
too, and then
now.
I got yelled at for calling it Presto, so now it's Circle K to me. Uh,
Who yelled at you? Let's pull up on him.
it's gonna be
You should
me.
be like, my homie's name is Preston.
It's gonna
So you
be
just
a
take it away from him?
it's gonna be a long trip, Preston.
Oh shit. Never mind. Oh yeah, they have the best Dr. Pepper. Get back to your story now. They got the
um,
best recipe, man. They got the best
so
fizz.
we were like walking there, and I don't really remember what happened, but essentially we were at like the fucking traffic light, and we were hitting it to fucking go through the crosswalk. And I pushed Cody, or like he like tried to grab on me or something, and I like stiff armed him, and the motherfucker completely slipped and just wiped the fuck out, dude. And it was the funniest shit. It was so fucking funny. He was like upset with me, but then realized that it was funny, and he just like completely didn't. Also, we went to go get Hatter. I think, yeah, we went to go get Hatter that same night from his dad's house. We like walked over to his dad's house to get him, and I gave Hatter a Mountain Dew whenever we got there because I figured he'd be thirsty because he's addicted to soda. And
All you had to do was just say Mountain Dew. Is like,
you remember the farts that Hatter used to have that sounded like ripping leather?
oh,
Yeah, they were awful, bro. And so I gave Hatter the fucking Mountain Dew, bro, and we started running back to the house. And fucking Hatter, like I was in front of Hatter, Hatter was behind me, and Cody was in the back. And Hatter, you could just hear him laughing, just going all the way back to the fucking house because it wasn't that far. And like Cody was just getting caught in the wind, bro. Like he was just getting it, bro. He was just getting it. Oh fuck. But no, one time in my hometown, like my friend Mark, he had this fucking 50cc little crotch rocket, and this dude, these two kids that like were the kids of the guy that his mom was dating, were like playing on it, and Mark was like, "Don't go over 20 miles an hour." He's like, "You're gonna fly off of it if you go over 20 miles an hour." Dude, this kid fucking ripped it and just shot down the road. He didn't even like fucking like go slow and then fast. He ripped it, bro. He shot down the road. I'm not even kidding you. It looked like before he hit the fucking pothole in the middle of the road, it looked like the cartoon scene where like, where somebody's holding onto something and their legs are fucking dangling, flying behind them. Like when
Whiskey thought of it.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
When he fucking just went, the thing fucking picked up, dropped back down, and just went, and his legs were like jelly fucking behind him, bro. It was hilarious. And then this kid fucking hit the pothole with the 50cc. It stopped dead in its tracks, just tumbled like that, just like didn't launch in the air. It just went boop. This kid fucking shot down the road, bro. He was probably maybe 11. He shot down the fucking road like ragdolled, bro. I'm talking like, in a video game when you get blown up and then your body like fucking down the road, you know what I mean? Like that's what his fucking body did, bro. And he got up and he just like looked at all of us and he was just like, and then fucking just started crying, bro. He was just like, like, oh my god, it was so fucking funny. But like this kid, he like came back and his arm was just complete fucking torn up. His pant legs were all torn and he had blood all down his leg. I was like, when you said you probably still have a scratch from that road rash, I was thinking in my head, that kid's probably still fucking scarred to this day from that shit, dude.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays are lucky because free air at Quick Trip or wherever, most places have free air.
Man.
And I would get every single fucking cent I could of air. I went with my brother.
Out. What's up?
If they had I went to the, I don't know where it was. I was with my dad at the time. And we rode our bikes to the gas station. It cost us 75 cents or $1.50 to fill up. We're like, we're going to get the most air. We didn't have a tire gauge. So we're like, fuck it. We're going to make these things fucking full, bro. So we fucking filled the back one up till pretty much can't put any more in. Like, all right, bet. So we're like, bro, we still got fucking like 3 minutes of air pretty much. So we fucking put that thing in the nozzle. It goes fucking all the way up. It's like, you probably should have quit,
Yeah.
But we paid for the air, like I said. So 5 seconds go later, and the loudest fucking pop of your life.
Dude.
Happened. It smelled like burnt rubber and shit. Oh my ears still ring from that shit. You ever just like walk away like,
bro? I remember one time
because we didn't have a bike.
Yeah,
because we used bikes.
Jesus Christ!
My brother walked it back. I wasn't gonna fucking push a bike.
There you go. There's the bullying Sean story. But one time for Cody's birthday, man, our dad got him like this pump. Like it was one of those Nerf guns that you put the bullet in and then you pump it and then you shoot it. You know what I mean? It's like a musket basically. And so he put it in, and he was like trying to peg us with it as hard as he could, dude. That sounded so bad. My dad's trying to peg me, guys. Um, no, he was trying to fucking just hit us with that shit as hard as he could. Dude sat there, pumped it, pumped it, pumped it, pumped it, pumped it, pumped it the last time. Boom! That's all you heard, dude. It was just like
Oh,
we
because they
like
had bags in them.
yeah, we
Yeah.
were standing in the garage. And we were just like literally shaking, and Cody's just like, my birthday present, like fucking freaked out, bro, because he literally like just got, it was literally his birthday, he had just unwrapped it, hadn't even got a chance to shoot it yet, and our dad fucking broke it right away. And he was like, he fucking freaked out. He was so pissed off, man. He was so fucking pissed off. It was so funny. So fucking
Oh,
good.
yeah. I have a story about kind of like that. My brother wanted an airsoft gun because this is when we were getting an airsoft gun
Yeah.
phase, and he's like, I want to go out, have like a couple buddies out at the farm, my uncle and his buddies too, and I want an airsoft gun. So he got this nice AK electric airsoft gun, metal and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, he opens it up. He's so happy. He can't shoot it because he's gonna use it at the birthday party. He wants to try it out then.
Right.
He's freaking like, yeah, Preston, I'm gonna get you. So we're, he gets it all charged up, all ready to use. We get up to the farm. He takes one step, hits a fucking branch, like a little like
Yeah.
whatever, a root. That's what they're called. So he trips over the root, hits the gun, breaks it in half. So his birthday party was ruined. His gun was ruined, and didn't get to shoot me. I
Bro.
was talking mad shit. He cried.
That was like at Hatter's birthday party. We did something
He
similar, bro.
cried.
I'm sure he fucking did cry, dude. I remember Sean being like that. Like I remember, like I love that little guy, dude. He's such a little fucker. I remember him being like that. But I remember at Hatter's birthday party, uh, one time we were at his grandpa's, man, and I used to have like a shit ton of airsoft guns. Like I had like a huge M249 saw. I had like an AUG, like a whole bunch of shit, man. And I had him, like I brought him in like this duffel bag to Hatter's grandpa's because we were all gonna fucking just go at each other with him. Dude, I had bought a brand new M14. It was like $80. Got a brand new one, bro. Then I fucking like I guess I loaded the clip before we left, and I left it on my bed. So then I had a fucking musket shoot my M14 the entire time. I literally had to drop a BB down my barrel, cock it back, and then shoot somebody with it. It was literally like I was shooting a fucking musket at people. It was so fun though, dude. Like that's how we figured out that I wasn't allergic to poison ivy, and Leb really was like really really bad. Because we were laying in a bush trying to shoot Hatter and Gabe, and we were like fucking sitting there, and I popped Hatter, bro. And Leb's like, man, I'm getting real itchy or something like that. And then he stands up, bro. And then we try to go swimming later. This motherfucker goes to
Oh
change. And all
no.
over his butt cheeks and all over his thighs and everything. This motherfucker is just tatted with poison oak and poison ivy all over, dude. And then this motherfucker, like a week later, comes to school. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with your fucking face? He's like, I scratched my ass when I was sleeping last night and then scratched my face this morning. Dude spread the poison ivy from his ass to his face and just completely fucked his shit up, dude. I was like,
Man,
oh
that's
my
ass.
God. Oh my God, dude. It was so fucking good, though. Like, I genuinely miss those times. That's like when you asked if I wanted to go paintballing. I was like, fuck yes.
Oh, I
Fuck yeah.
love paintballing.
I'll
It's
totally go paintballing,
exercise and it's
airsofting,
just fun.
anything. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like we have to, whenever Braden comes up here, we're going to all four have to go paintballing or something like that.
I'm gonna try to go paintballing once a month.
Yeah. I mean, I really want
Whenever it
to,
gets weather enough.
I want to start going camping at least like twice a month during the summer. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like I want to get out there and fucking get after it, brother. Like,
Um, have you ever been over to a buddy's house and everyone else had an airsoft gun just shooting you?
oh yeah, Hatter's birthday.
Yeah, that happened to me, and everyone just kept shooting me. I was over it. I was like, bro, y'all are fucking pissing me off. And I
Right.
grab one of the guns, and they're like, you better not fucking shoot me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like they
Right.
were like fucking serious. Like they all ganged up on me. Like you better not shoot me. like
Yeah.
any of them.
Those
So I fucking
motherfuckers are
just
not
walked out.
friends. Yeah.
I just walked outside the fucking door. We were miles from the house. I was like, bro, I'm gonna walk fucking home. Fuck this bullshit. And
Yeah.
they all are like, what the fuck? You're gonna leave? I'm like, yeah, fuck y'all. So
Dude,
I
yeah.
leave, fucking stormed out, start walking miles down, and they all like start with their ricers fucking hooning down the street. And like, Preston, I'm sorry. I'm like, fuck
Bro,
y'all.
yeah, nah. That's some Andover kid bullshit, bro.
I fucking hate airsoft guns because of that shit.
No, so
Just because they hurt.
at Hatter's
And no one gets to
birthday,
get hit by them, but they're fun to shoot people.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind getting hit by him as long as it's all equal. Like, if somebody's ganging up on you, then it's not fun. But, like, if it's equal, like, if you shoot somebody and then somebody shoots you, it's like, you fucking bastard. But it's like, it's funny because it's not going to actually hurt you that bad. You might have a welt, but it's not going to be terrible.
Like, was it me and
At,
Hatter that did that?
What? I don't think so. I think we were doing it to Leb, and then we all traded. Because remember, Hatter got that 600 FPS sniper rifle for his birthday. It was like $200 from his mom, and we all unboxed it. And then Leb was at the end of the room, and he was like, "Seriously, guys, fucking stop!" And like he had like the blanket. You remember he had this blanket up trying to protect him, and Hatter kept shooting him in the fingers. So he would drop the blanket, then he'd shoot him again. I was like, "You're a fucking asshole, Hatter. You're a fucking asshole." And then
And
Hatter would
Lebanon went to the freaking laundry room, I think it was next to it.
yeah,
Or
I think
something.
so. Yeah.
He was like, I ain't leaving until you
Yeah.
freaking put up the gun.
He used to get so mad, bro. It was so fucking
So
good.
then we shot under the door.
Yes. Yeah. That was so fucking good, dude. So
Bro, I
goddamn good.
bullied you that night.
Dude, I know. That shit was fucking hilarious. Cause like the thing with that is
It
it was
was
so
inside.
fun. Yeah, it was in his like you remember his long ass fucking room?
Yeah.
Shit was long as hell, bro. But the fun part about that is because it was like we were passing the gun around, taking turns shooting everybody else, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like we were handing
You got like a
handing the
clip.
gun over. Yeah, it wasn't like we were handing the gun over. Like, oh, now it's your turn. But we were like one person would like rush the other one, and then somebody else would grab the gun and then turn on everybody else, and we'd be like, motherfucker! Like, but
Get
like,
shot in the back.
yeah, just the fact that like when we first started,
We got in
though,
trouble that night.
yeah.
Because we were screaming too much.
Yeah. Just the fact though that Lebanon held the blanket up and then Hatter shot his fucking
remember
fingers, bro. And then he was like, "You fucking bitch!" And then Hatter immediately said, "Boom!" and shot him again. He was just like, He was like, "Stop!" He fucking started running away, dude. It was so goddamn good. Those are like tiny things that you don't really think about until somebody brings up a conversation that's like related to that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
forgot about that.
yeah, it's just like small, funny fucking shit. So, man, I will say I miss hanging out with Hatter probably the most out of anybody else because, like, me and that motherfucker used to have so much fun together. He's such a little idiot, dude. He's such a little idiot, and I love that little asshole. Like, dude, so. Like have I told on the podcast about how he used to stand on top of his about how he'd stand on top of his car to try to impress my cousin because he had a crush on my cousin.
I think yeah.
Yeah, so he goes surf on top of his car, bro. He is the absolute like definition of just insane white boy, bro. Like you'll never find anybody else that's like him or fucking Lebeda. They're absolutely insane.
Lebanon funny as fuck.
Dude, he is dumb as hell. I love that guy so much. Like, we did some shit over at his mom's house that I won't say on stream, but it felt so good. It felt so good doing it because like we didn't destroy anything or anything like that. We just we had fun over there. We basically had a party, but it was like only 4 people, and we just got fucking destroyed, right? And it felt so good because that house used to be a cop's house, right? And that cop was Hill. Yeah, so that used to be Hill's house, and how I know that is because my it's a duplex, right? It was a duplex. My aunt and uncle were next door neighbors to Hill whenever he lived there.
Oh, could you imagine?
Right.
Could you imagine? You're like, oh, perfect. I found a house to rent. Went through all the signatures,
Yeah.
all the year lease. You move in right next to a fucking officer.
It's not even like it was in the house next to him either. It's like you're fucking like
You
you're
roommates with them.
you're in the same building. There's a wall separating you guys essentially.
Yeah, so you can't like be loud because then
Yeah.
they'll just call it. You can't like you don't even think about what you can't do.
Yeah. It's
Just
like
because like
there's
if you're
so
drinking at
much.
all or
Yeah.
like if you're trying to sneak out at all, like
Yeah.
you done you just you
Yeah.
just can't.
So my aunt and uncle were fucking neighbors with him whenever he lived there, and then Leb's mom moved into where that guy used to live, and so like she was out of town, so we went over there and we had like it was me, Hatter, my
Didn't he get
brother,
in
and
trouble for that?
no, because we blamed it on his brother. His brother
Yeah,
got in trouble. Like
I
we.
I remember that.
So I'm sorry, I'm doxing you guys, but we're all adults now, so I think it should be fine. This was like over 6 years ago. But no, it felt so good to do that, bro, because I was just like, the entire time in the back of my head, I was like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, fucking, you piece of shit to the cop. Like, in my head, I was like, because
Oh,
he was always such an asshole to me. Like, growing up, that cop was such a dick to me. Like, that motherfucker would stop me on my way home just to check my backpack. I'd be leaving school and he'd be like, hey, and I'd be like, what's up? And he's like, can I check your backpack really quick? And I'd be like, why? And he'd be like, oh, I just want to check it. Obviously, I'm not going to make a scene. So, like, just going to fucking let him check it.
and
But,
you're a
like,
kid.
yeah. But,
Like
like,
that's the most messed up part. Is like let kids be kids.
yeah, I don't know. Like, whenever I got in trouble, and you remember when I got in trouble freshman year and I got kicked out of school?
Yes,
Um,
I remember that. Like
yeah.
that was like the whole brother friend group right there that got in trouble.
So,
My brother got the least amount of trouble out of
right,
everybody.
right. Um, But no, so fucking like whenever I was leaving to go home that night, the motherfucker grabbed my arm whenever I left the police station, and it was like he turned me around and it was like, I wish you would have gone to fucking jail tonight so you would have learned your lesson. And in my head, I was like, you are lucky I don't fucking bop your ass right now, boy. Because he was in his civilian clothes too. I was like, you are lucky I don't just fucking smack the shit out you right now, you silly, goofy fucking Peyton Manning inbred looking motherfucker. Swear to
Or
God.
or even just been like, hey, that's assault.
Dude, no, he got mad at me. He used to get mad at me because I'd make fun of him for his lisp and shit. We're completely firing on this motherfucker, and I don't give a shit. But dude, I used to fucking absolutely roast the hell out of this cop because he fucking had such a bad lisp. He looked like if you took Peyton and Eli Manning, made them have sex with each other and have a kid, and then if you cut that kid's tongue, like if you cut the corner of the kid's tongue off and made him have a lisp. That's what this cop was. Just fucking complete fucking abuse of power, white honky chicken, fucking white bread piece of shit. Like, oh god, it was just so funny. And then when Andover started getting a little bit bigger, bro, he quit. He quit. It's like, of course you quit. You couldn't handle fucking a whole bunch of people to fucking like police over. You're gonna be one of those people that shoots somebody on accident because you're a little idiot. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know. But one time I fired on him in the middle of one of my classes. Like I literally was just like started roasting him, bro. And dude, like I remember from there, it was a pretty rough relationship between me and that cop. See, like he would always be at
he had his
every
real
single
feelings hurt.
yeah, he'd be at every single football game, just mean mugging me. He went from sitting in the fucking stands to like being like standing near the field and shit, like not in on the field, but like near the fucking out like outside of it. And like one of those kids, speaking of football though, one of those kids, like you remember the one of the kids that I got kicked out with, how his dad used to act at the games whenever we'd all be playing.
No.
Dude, oh my god. He got kicked out at Valley Center
Oh,
one
really?
time. He got kicked out because he was yelling. He was like, "You fat piece of shit," blah 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 to the kids on the field. And I was like this motherfucker. And then, later on he fucking dies and I'm just like,
Oh,
that's the same one that like when after we got kicked out, he fucking died like months later. And I was just like, dude, because he had a whole bunch of health problems, and I was like, no wonder, bro, because he fucking showed up absolutely pissed to every single fucking football game, This motherfucker was just drunk, screaming at 12 and 13-year-olds to fucking, even in high school when we were 16, he was screaming at all of us, like roasting the shit out of us. Come on, fat boy, no, you can play better than that. Screaming at us, bro. And it's just like, holy fuck, bro, chill out. We're fucking kids. We're just trying to, like, we're figuring it out. And it wasn't so bad like the first couple years, because like we were pretty good, but then like one year we lost every single game besides one. And dude, he was like, that's the year that he got kicked out of the games and shit, because this motherfucker was going absolutely livid on the sidelines. He was going fucking ballistic. And I was just like, I remember talking to Hatter and Sean and somebody else on the sidelines. And I was just like we were just standing there. I had my hand on my jersey. I was just like, and Hatter was like, yeah, I'm used to this by now. And I was just like, dude, somebody needs to fucking get that guy out of here. He's fucking crazy, man. Absolutely insane. But no, I really, I, looking back, I really enjoyed growing up like the way I did, like going from like Hamilton to Andover to Wichita, like pretty much seeing the like I went from Hamilton, because it's like all country.
The trap house.
It's all it's all like country little like bumpkins in Hamilton, right? It's all a bunch of hicks.
Yeah.
Andover, it's a bunch of preppy white people. And then Wichita, I went, and it was like where I felt the most comfortable at, because it was like a huge, like diverse group of fucking people. And that's when I was like trapping and shit. But like, that's like the whole fucking gist of it is like, I don't know, man. Like, whenever I was in Wichita, I just like, I felt like, God, I fucking hate Andover. I fucking hate Hamilton. But now growing up, I'm like, I'm glad that I had to experience these places, just so like I had like a full kind of like grasp on like almost all, like not all, but like quite a few walks of life. You know what I mean? Like I went from like seeing like,
it's something you get to look back on. Yeah.
yeah. And it was completely tonality shift. I think we talked about this, but like going from like being really popular in Hamilton to like being a nobody, that the new kid in Andover, it was just so fucking weird. It was like, okay, you're on some bullshit. You're on some bullshit this episode. You being weirdo. You're on some weird shit right now. Don't you fucking fuckboy rubbing your chin at me, you fucking weird ass. What the fuck is going on?
Pills.
Preston's about making better about. Yeah, that's where we ended, I think. Yeah. Can't speak anymore. I think that's where we ended.
Words.
Preston's about ready to make me take my pants off. Fucking rubbing his chin at me like that.
I did it. Fuck? I did my goal.
All right.
Any last words?
No, I think I'm good. Go watch the fucking YouTube streams. If you're watching this, we're recording this on Braden's birthday. He was in the first episode. So if you're watching this, let's go up tomorrow. But if you're watching this, go ahead and comment happy belated birthday to Braden in the comments. Happy belated, Braden, or some bullshit like that.
Happy.
Make it funny.
Birthday.
Do whatever. I don't care. Just say happy birthday to him. Like the video. Stick it inside that subscribe button. And got anything else to say, Preston? What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Oh. Have a good day.
All right.